Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
A Berea couple accused of torturing a 9-year-old for nearly a year appear in court this morning.
Some St. Joseph Berea patients are irate. They say they received collections agencies' calls about bills due years ago, bills they say they never received.
Creators of the controversial Ark Park in northern Kentucky are getting attention again, this time for defending plans to create a biblically themed amusement park in a very public way. WKYT News at 4:30 starts now.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Jennifer Palumbo reporting. A Madison County couple has been indicted on child abuse charges. Police say the couple took a child's punishment too far.
Police say Julio Valadares and Linda Richmond engaged in a pattern of constant mental and physical abuse, creating a grave risk of death to the child and causing her serious physical injury. WKYT's Jordan Valines has new details in the case. It's our top story at 4:30.
This morning, Julio Valadares and Linda Richmond appeared in Madison County Circuit Court to face charges of criminal abuse for allegedly physically and mentally torturing a 9-year-old for nearly a year. In October, we first told you about the couple when they were arrested for allegedly starving the child and forcing her to sit in a chair for several hours a day as punishment for accidental bedwetting. According to an 11-count indictment brought down by the grand jury, the abuse was even more extensive than that. Additional counts show that the couple beat the child with a leather belt, often after or during cold showers, which the couple required the child to stand in for 20 minutes at regular intervals day and night, a routine they called shower on the hours. A neighbor who lived across the street from the couple said he used to see Linda Richmond at church and never thought that she was capable of something like this.
It's sad. You know, I mean, like I said, it's shocking to the whole neighborhood here. It's even shocking about, her. So, what you do, you reap what you sow.
After court this morning, the couple returned to jail where they have remained since October. In Madison County, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Valadares and Richmond are also charged with first-degree assault in this case. Well, it's a chilly day here in the Bluegrass with cloudy skies and a few scattered showers.
But that rain could turn into some snowflakes as we head into the evening. Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Chris?
Yeah, we've had a few of those reports on and off throughout the day. Some drizzle, some rain, the occasional snow flurry in there. Everybody, though, getting in on the cold and chilly conditions. It looks nasty. Hamburg Pavilion out doing a little Christmas shopping this evening. At least you have the cold weather to put you in the spirit and the occasional snowflake or two that'll wander by our skyline. One area of low pressure to our east, another bigger storm off to the northeast. And look what's coming in behind this. Notice all the clouds. If you're looking for a lot of sunshine over the next several days, keep on looking. We're not going to get into a pattern that is just all of a sudden going to change and throw a lot of clear skies our way. It is just not happening. Can we get some peaks? Yes. Are we going to get just wall-to-wall sunshine? Absolutely not. And again, we'll watch a few of those areas of drizzle, some snow flurries, some snizzle coming your way a little later on this evening into the overnight. So your weather headlines, a few flakes are set to fly over the next 24 to 36 hours. The chill is going to try to really hang around. That may even include part of our weekend, but I am tracking bigger changes by the end of the weekend and certainly into next week. A 7-day forecast will come your way, and it'll tell all those changes that I am tracking here in just a few minutes.
The daughter of a World War II veteran says a collections agency has been harassing her father for a 6-year-old hospital bill he never knew he had.
WKYT's Kristen Kennedy talked with his daughter. She says they're having trouble getting answers from St. Joseph Berea, and they're worried about other patients.
When a 90-year-old World War II veteran received a call from a collections agency about a bill from the hospital that he never received, he called his daughter to try and figure out what was happening. His daughter, Pamela Rose, claims she tried sorting out the old lost bill with St. Joseph Berea, and they told her they couldn't help her. They contract their billing services out through a third party who told me they contract the services out to a collections agency. Rose says it's the first time she and her father have ever heard of owing money to St. Joe Berea. She says, paid all his other bills in full years ago. The collections agency telling her father to pay up now frustrates Rose more than the old bill does.
They did not give us the opportunity to discuss this on a local basis. Now I'm having to deal with someone that is rude, irrational, they're demanding, and it just makes me furious because my dad has me who can go to bat for him. What about the other people out there that don't?
We checked the Kentucky statute of limitations on hospital bills, and with written contracts, parties must take action within 15 years. In Berea, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
We also checked with the Attorney General's office. They have not received any similar complaints. They're encouraging patients like the Rose family who may have concerns to file them through their Office of Consumer Protection.
A new billboard in Lexington is attracting some attention. It's for the Ark Encounter that's under construction in northern Kentucky. The billboard along New Circle Road reads, quote, "To all of our intolerant liberal friends, thank God you can't sink this ship." The park's parent company says 16 of the billboards are going up across the country to fight what they call misinformation by the media. The park has generated some controversy when the Herald Leader reported tax incentives could be in jeopardy over the park's job application requiring a salvation testimony and a creation belief statement.
Both federal and state law are on our side since this is a religious theme park owned by Answers in Genesis, a religious organization. We can determine our hiring policies as we will.
A park spokesperson tells us they have not finalized their hiring policies. He also said these billboards are going up near some of the largest newspaper offices in the state, as well as other places across the region and New York City's Times Square. An update now on a hit-and-run crash in Lexington that injured 4 people.
Police say the driver has been found. A Jeep Liberty hit a car about 6 o'clock last night at Manowar and Rapid Run. It did not stop. A preliminary report says the driver had a possible medical emergency that caused him to crash and leave the scene. The driver claims he called for help after he regained consciousness and went to the hospital. After seeing the crash on the news, the driver says he called police. A couple and their 2 teenage granddaughters were taken to the hospital. Well, it's the time of year when delivery trucks take over your neighborhood streets, which could mean a crime of opportunity for thieves. Police are warning against having packages left on front porches when no one is home this holiday season. Last year, Lexington had people targeting certain neighborhoods and taking packages right off the porch. Something else police say happens this time of year is mail theft because thieves know there could be money inside.
People will take checks out of the mail, and it provides them with your routing and account number and check number and then all your personal information on the check. And they actually create their own checks from blank check stock using your account and routing number.
Our investigation into holiday scams continues tonight on WKYT News at 6 with ways to protect your packages this season.
Tonight's Victoria's Secret fashion show isn't all about the angels. Some top performers will also take the runway. Find out who next on WKYT News at 4:30. It's a unique gift that will help others in need at the Kentucky Children's Hospital.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with the details on donor cards one Lexington restaurant is serving up for the holidays. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Just tasting a little bit of what Chloe and I have been putting together. We did a good job.
I think we did. I think we got it just right.
Well, it kind of helps when you have the real chefs here, right?
Yep, giving us tips and prepping everything.
Chloe from the Kentucky Children's Hospital and I, we're preparing for a big week because the donor club cards just went on sale here at Chewy's. Proceeds going to the Kentucky Children's Hospital. This is like you get a queso or a guac every single time you come into Chewy's, with the proceeds going to you guys.
Yes, and we're so appreciative. It's helping us renovate the Children's Hospital, and you get to have the benefit of awesome guac and queso all year round. So
let's talk about that guac for a second, David Feigl, because this stuff is a huge hit here at Chewy's, and you're sharing the recipe with us today.
We sort out, yeah, we absolutely. Now it's pretty easy, just like our queso. Obviously, you just saw is our green chili sauce, ranchero, some water, and the cheese. Well, this is our just simple guacamole made with avocados. Now, of course, one avocado is not going to do it for everybody all day long, but we basically take the avocados, take the seeds out, and then we're going to take the avocado out of the shell. Then we're just going to make our guac, and we add just the mashed up avocado.
Oh, I guess you got to take it out of the shell.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those spoons. I'll tell you what, I'll take it out of there.
Very
I'll take it out of the show for you.
While you're doing that, I want you to tell us about your partnership with the Kentucky Children's Hospital. You got, this isn't the first time you have partnered with them. Talk a bit about that and your help in the community from Chewy.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first thing at Chewy's, we always want to do the right thing because it's just the right thing to do. That's really the only reason why we do things like this. And when it comes down to it, we've done several things where I did a weight loss challenge a year and a half ago. We raised $7,000 for that. And then even last year we did the donor cards. No, not to this level, but this year we set a goal for $5,000. And so it's just, we want to keep going with that and just really be able to help the children. Been participating in that is just a huge win for us.
Okay, and it's a win for folks at home too, because this is a great gift idea. How does it work?
What it is, you just come into the restaurant here and ask your server and any one of the managers, and we'll be happy to get you the card. You pay $25 and you use it all year long, 2015, and you're good to go. Free guac, free queso all year long.
Every time you come in, and 100% of the proceeds for your donor card go back to the Kentucky Children's Hospital. Okay, you ready to try some guac with me, Chloe? Because I know as David is whipping that up, thought you never asked. Okay, here, there's a chip. Come on, David, you can eat with us. This is all about helping the children, too, right? That's right. We can write this off as. All right, come on into Chewy's, located right behind Bellanote off of Nicholasville Road, and get your donor card for $25. 100% of the proceeds going back to the Kentucky Children's Hospital. Cheers!
I really like that idea.
I know, it is a great idea.
Yeah, and eat some good food.
Yes.
Victoria's Secret models talking about tonight's big show, plus the U.S. premiere of Into the Woods, and who's kicking off the movie awards season.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Michael Strahan is the next host of the Critics' Choice Movie Awards. The former NFL star will be live from the Hollywood Palladium on January 15th. That's the same day Oscar nominations are announced, kicking off award season. It's a combination of fashion and fantasy at the Victoria's Secret show in London. Taylor Swift is among the performers as the girls walk the runway. The models say those wings made an extra challenge.
We don't walk every day with wings, so you forget how wide you are.
The Victoria's Secret fashion show airs tonight on CBS. Here on the set of The Price is Right, the show introduced its newest male model. After an open casting call, viewers voted on their favorite of the 3 finalists. He'll have a 1-week tryout, and if that goes well, a regular spot on the game show. And the cast of Into the Woods walked the red carpet for the world premiere in New York.
Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too.
Meryl Streep is the witch in this musical mashup of classic fairy tales.
The music is very character-driven, and it's like a narrative, so you feel as an actor that you're serving something musically which you understand as an actor.
The film opens Christmas Day. That's your eye on entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
NFL Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton is in the hospital after a car crash in Charlotte. Police say Newton's truck and a sedan collided near the team's stadium. The Panthers say the 25-year-old quarterback suffered fractures to his lower back. The cause of the accident is under investigation. Drones gone wild, how a restaurant chain's bold adventure backfired into a patron's face.
We saw a few snow flurries this morning, and we could see more tonight.
And Chris, it seems like it's just getting colder today. Was that the situation?
Yeah, temperatures, our high for the day was actually in the low 40s. That was at midnight, and since then, those numbers have been dropping, and we're down into the mid and upper 30s pretty much this morning into the afternoon, and we're going to drop it even more so as we go into the evening. A little look outside. Those upper 30s showing up for Lexington, into Richmond, into Frankfort, Jackson. Visibility from high on top of the mountain down here at the National Weather Service. Looking out there, you can see the low overcast conditions that folks here are dealing with. And again, we've had a little drizzle and a touch of some snowflake action. That's going to be the trend. Here's a little view on our side of the town in Lexington as we look out across the Hamburg Pavilion area. The occasional burst of some drizzle and some snowflakes trying to mix in. We'll talk more about the flakes coming up a little later. Right now, let's get a check on traffic. Here's Officer Don.
Got a collision on Wood Hill. It's going to be near the Circle. 2 cars involved in that wreck. It is a non-injury, but traffic's backing up on the outer loop of New Circle from Alumni to the Wood Hill area. Because of that crash, it's about a 10 to 15 minute delay through there at the moment. Construction, New Circle in Leestown, and then outbound Leestown. Got some problems with that. A 10 to 15 minute delay through there, and it's very heavy and slow right now entering Jessamine County from Lexington on 27 Nicholasville Road. That starts at Man of War all the way past Ash Grove Pike toward Brandon Crossing. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Don. Leftover cake, President Obama jokes with Stephen Colbert, and a drone mishap. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Well, many people save a slice of wedding cake as a souvenir, but you probably don't expect it to sell for thousands of dollars at an auction. Someone paid big money at an auction for this tasty royal wedding memento. A slice of Prince William and Duchess Kate's wedding cake sold for nearly $7,500. The fruit cake was given to guests at the royal wedding back in 2011. The cake was 8 tiers tall, took the baker 5 weeks to create, and said to have peaked in flavor about 13 months after it was baked. The slice came in a tin along with a blank invitation to the wedding printed on the Queen's stationery.
So I guess you just look at it. You're not going to want to eat that.
No.
Well, in the final 2 weeks before taking over for David Letterman, Stephen Colbert interviewed President Barack Obama. This was the president's third appearance on Colbert's show and his second as president. Aside from defending his decisions about immigration, Keystone XL oil pipeline, and his economic record, Mr. Obama had lighthearted banter with Colbert and played along with his on-screen persona as a hard-headed conservative.
You have the nuclear launch codes, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm not going to ask for them, but can you tell me if there's a 5 in there?
No.
You don't joke about that,
No,
do you?
you do not. But Stephen Colbert did joke with the president and said that he has employed many people, mostly as Secretary of Defense.
Okay. A Brooklyn photographer is the first reported casualty of a rogue demo drone. She was attacked inside a TGI Fridays restaurant. The chain's using the drones to try and get customers in the holiday spirit. Mistletoe and a kiss cam are attached to the drones, which are dispatched to guest tables during dinner. Well, the photog for Courier Life's Brooklyn Daily posted this picture of her injury. She says she was getting a demo of the drone when the operator lost control, cutting her nose and her chin.
Oops.
Yeah, whoever thought that would happen in a TGI Fridays or any restaurant. All right, here's what we're working on coming up on WKYT Now at 5 o'clock.